This is the first All God's People episode for 2025. I hope your new year is off to a wonderful start. Hi, I'm Connie Vandeman Jeffrey, and this is All God's People. This 315th episode kicks off our 9th season. Since May of 2017, we've shared more than 900 stories from across our vast Pacific Union territory. From 5 states and 7 conferences, with over 220,000 members, we've shared the good news, the hopeful news of our members, our pastors and leaders, our teachers and students, and our hospitals, clinics, and care centers. Many of these stories can be found in the Recorder, the flagship publication since the Pacific Union was organized in 1901. The January Recorder is probably already in your homes, and as always, it's available online. This is the 3rd year that a Spanish translation of the monthly Recorder is available online. This is in addition to the quarterly Spanish Recorder mailed directly to Spanish churches across the Union, which is also available online. Under the leadership of Alberto Valenzuela, Recorder editor, the ministry and impact of the Recorder is growing. Be sure to read Elder Bradford Newton's editorial, Finding Joy in the Journey, in the January issue. Religious freedom is a central value of the United States, yet it should never be taken for granted. The Seventh-day Adventist Church is unique among Christian churches in supporting a vigorous team of professionals devoted to protecting and defending the religious freedom of all peaceful people of faith. The annual Religious Liberty Offering is Sabbath, January 11, 2025. Every year we have an opportunity to highlight God's sacred gift of freedom of conscience and make an appeal to church members to financially support the public affairs and religious liberty ministry of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Here are a few of the many ways that Religious Liberty advocates for your religious freedom. Each year, 1 million copies of Liberty magazine are put into the hands of thought leaders in the government and community across the North American division. The Seventh-day Adventist Church defends you in religious workplace accommodation challenges. Many legal precedents have been set over the years on behalf of your right to uphold your freedom of conscience and keep the seventh-day Sabbath holy. The religious liberty leaders of our church maintain a close communication with legislators of the state and federal levels to protect against legislation that might inhibit your free exercise of religion. The Church State Council is the public affairs and religious liberty arm of the Pacific Union Conference. Links to their website and to Liberty Magazine are in the description box. Please give generously to the annual Religious Liberty Offering. Each year on the 3rd Monday of January, we observe Martin Luther King Jr. Day and reflect on the fact that each of us must work for social justice and racial equality. Monday, January 20, is the MLK Day federal holiday. Dr. King was a great preacher, and in his sermons he often spoke of being a good neighbor. In this passage, he reminds us that who is my neighbor is the question that Jesus asks of each of us. Who is my neighbor? I do not know his name, says Jesus. He is anyone to whom you prove to be neighborly. He is anyone lying in need on life's roadside. He is neither a Jew nor a Gentile. He is neither a Russian nor an American. He is neither black nor white. He is a certain man, any man lying needy on one of the numerous Jericho roads of life. So Jesus ends up defining a neighbor not in a theological definition, but in a life situation. May these words and the life and witness of Martin Luther King Jr. inspire us to be more neighborly, more like Jesus in our own lives each day. Thanks so much for joining us today. For All God's People, I'm Connie Jeffrey.